Hello, Mary, and this is our final exercise glossary video. This one is going to be for our balance exercises. So these are, we've done most of these. These are just something that you can add into every workout, even every day. The thing about balance is that you can work on it even when you're not exercising. So something like when you're cooking or when you're brushing your teeth, just standing on one foot or trying, those little things really add up. But either way, let us begin. So, let me fix that camera for us. Ugh. So this is our balance glossary. So some of our fundamental balance exercises is our clock. So if you remember, for the clock, stand on one leg, and we touch at the 12, touch at the 3, touch at the 6 on each leg. So if it was my right, 12, 9, 6. So just doing that, and as I'm doing it, I'm really thinking about my posture. I want to be near the wall in case I'm falling over, stuff like that. We don't want to forget that. And I think as we move through balance, you can kind of just pick how long you want to do these exercises for. It'll probably get easier over time. Our next balance, I don't think we've ever actually done this, but this is something that I use very often in my life. It's called the tree pose. So I put my one foot on my calf, and essentially I'm standing like a tree, and I usually try to progress to this. And so to work up to this, what we can do is have just our feet together on the ground like this. So if our feet are really close together, it'll be hard for our balance. So that's a balance challenge in and of itself. But then as we get better, we bring this foot up. So if you're ever feeling tree-like, you can go for a tree pose. So this one we did the other day, and I remember that I was a little overzealous, and clapping under our legs might not be possible, but it doesn't matter because just come under your leg and touch the bottom of your leg. The idea is to just alternate and kind of just throw around that weight. If that makes sense. Okay. Our next one's a shooting star. We did this one the other day. But essentially what we're doing, it's called a shooting star because my hand and my feet that are not working are just going out to the side. And my other hand, I'm reaching up that top shelf at the grocery store, really trying to put my weight onto one side of my body. Again, definitely want to be near a wall for these. So yeah, that was our shooting star. Same thing other side, just reaching and throwing back. So that's a shooting star. Cool. The next exercise, this one is like one of my favorite ones. So this here, see how my feet are stacked? Let me get them up close to you. So my feet are just one behind the other, right? Okay. And my heel's up against the wall. And I'm spinning and trying to touch the wall behind me. So you could do like 10 to the right and then 10 to the left, or alternate for 20. Sets and reps won't matter as much. But that's definitely going to be important for us. Oh, yes. Some other balance work that we've definitely done is standing on one leg and kicking. So kicking forward is in and of itself a balance challenge. And then we can also kick to the side. Another balance challenge. Very nice. Like this. Another balance exercise that one of my favorites, and this is a really broad one because all we're doing is standing on one leg, and eventually we want to progress to something that looks like this, to where we can bend fully over. But obviously that's hard, and I can't even. I've been at this for months. I'm trying to improve my balance. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. What we really want as our first progression is just to stand on one leg, arms at our sides, bending our torso forward. And if when we get here, we still feel okay, we can stick our arms out, make it a little more challenging. But essentially this next one is just bending on one leg. Like I said, the goal of balance exercises is typically to make your center of mass go outside of your base of support. So that means we're putting our weight outside of the bounds of our feet touching the ground. So like anything standing on one leg is a phenomenal balance work, or anything where we're on two legs and we're just like bending over forward can also be considered a balance exercise. So really you can get super creative with these things. So like if you just wanted to start making up stuff on your own, you totally could. Oh, yes. Sorry, it's hard to remember all these balance exercises. But this one I made up and I called it Kung Fu because what we want to do is bring our shoulders up like a crane kick, but we're not going to really kick. We're just driving our knee up, come back down. Driving our knee up, come back down. But with our hands out, we're actually aiding ourselves. So if you want to make it harder, hands behind your back. Come up. Drive that knee up. Like that. Oh, yes. So this one is one of the first ones I learned in physical therapy, so this has a special place in my heart. But basically, we stand on one leg, draw across. Front, back, left, right. You can start in any way. So start to the left, come right, back, forward. And again, this is really going to be challenging, so we want to be near a wall so we can always kind of... But as we do this, if we feel imbalanced, our second foot is always at the ground. So like say we feel like we're going to fall over, damn, just plant that foot. And that goes for all these balance exercises. If you feel like you're doing something on one leg and you feel like it's not great, bam, just pop that second foot. You'll be good. You always have it there. Okay, so that's all of the formal balance exercises that we've ever done together. But like I said, balance is just kind of one of those things where like you can just make up, you're just challenging a system of your body. So it doesn't have to be hard at all. I mean, literally, if you just want to stand with your feet stacked, like while you're waiting for something, easy money. But yeah, as you get better at balance, these exercises will like come easily. And also, never be afraid to just like Google some balance exercises because the internet's full of resources. Thanks for coming to my balance glossary.